I'm Gwen Ward.
Gwen, I understand that you are one of the Hall of Fame winners from the Lebanon County Commission for Women. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's so special to induct women and recognize them for all the great things they've done in the Lebanon Valley. And I know that you have been active in Girl Scouts for a long time. How long has that been?
Well, I have my 50-year pin. I've been a member of the Girl Scouts since I was in first grade, but I've been here in the Lebanon County area. I've lived here for 28 years, but I served as the field executive here for 18 years.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So how many Girl Scout cookies do you think have been sold under your
charge? Gosh, a couple million.
Couple. I believe that.
I alone have sold many of those. No. No. Yeah.
Well, having been a first-class Girl Scout from many years ago,
yes. I share that with you.
Yes, thank you. I do appreciate and then there was Curve Bar. I don't know what all the ranks were.
Curve Bar was for one of the first, and of course the Golden Eagle was first. Exactly.
So thank you for what you're doing in developing future leaders for this country and this community. So I understand that you also have a doctor degree. Can you talk about that?
I'm a naturopathic doctor. I have a PhD as a naturopath, and what that means, I am not state licensed, but I am a traditional naturopath who holds a PhD in that genre, and I've had a healing business for 33 years. I brought it with me when I came here, and then just kept building the business. And when the Girl Scouts merged and downsized and I retired, I went right into my business, which was then part-time, into a full-time business, and I provide a lot of healing services all in the alternative realm, and which is anything but traditional medicine, and I've been doing that for a long time. I have my own office that I built right next to my house, and it's just wonderful to do.
And does that involve like herbs or massage or?
I don't do massage, but I do just about everything else. I do foot reflexology. That's my long time modality that I have done, and I do full body reflexology. I can do herbs. As a naturopath, you're trained in everything. So I can do herbs, I do essential oils, I do a number of, I do a blood analysis, which helps me to determine what supplements may help a person. So I have a wide range, and then I also authored and teach and certify people in reflexology now too.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what is the name of your business?
HealthQuest Holistics, LLC.
Okay.
Yes.
And I often think about, and when I read your resume, did I misinterpret that you're also a pastor of some sort?
Yes. Well, I'm an ordained minister because in the state of Pennsylvania and many states, there's an old law on the books that the only two people who can heal is a medical doctor and an ordained minister. So you will find that a lot of natural healers become ordained ministers to basically protect themselves, especially when we're laying hands on people and we're touching people. It protects us in that kind of a genre. But I don't have a church of my own, but because I am an ordained minister, I marry a lot of people.
Do you really?
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I do, because I do a lot of themed weddings and stuff that people just can't get in traditional, maybe churches or things like that they really want. Like I did a Dr. Seuss wedding. We did a cat in a hat. That was fun. So yeah.
I would have never thought of a cat in a hat wedding.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Somebody really liked Dr. Seuss.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we do all kinds of things like that.
Well, maybe we'll have a Mr. Rogers wedding in the future.
You never know.
Everybody wear this little sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about your family.
Well, my wife Becky and we adopted well, at that time she was 14. We adopted Cheyenne, and we've been foster parents for, about 4 years, and we had another girl and worked with her for a couple of years. It just didn't work out for her, and then we paused for a little while and decided that, yeah, we still wanted to do that. So we went back into it, and we were matched with a wonderful girl, and we just love Cheyenne, and she's in 8th grade, and she's doing really, really well and developing really well, and we're just really proud of her. And she's a Girl Scout. Aww. And she's working on her Silver Award, which is, of course, you know, the one under the gold. So she's working on that. Her major project is she's collecting books for the children at the Fresh Start homeless shelter. And because they don't have a library, and she felt that that was something missing for them after she met with the director and was looking for a need base that she could fill. And so that's what she's doing right now. She's going to get a bookshelf and get that library up and running shortly. Yeah, so I'm real proud of her that she's taken into Girl Scouts, and she's a big cookie seller. She sold over 250 cookies on her own. So she's a big cookie seller herself. So she really took to it. So I feel that adoption, especially for teenagers, because people say why do you do it? Why a teenager? Because they're the ones that need it most. There's a lot of teenagers who just want a forever family, someone to come home to when they go to college. Someone to help them, guide them in this really formative years. And yeah, I'm going to have to help her learn to drive, but I'm okay with that. But yeah,
You've taught a lot of things. Driving's going to be added to the list.
Oh, yeah. Now, I did foster care 25 years ago here, and my one foster daughter is still in my life, and she's actually Cheyenne. Her and her husband are actually Cheyenne's guardians. So it's a full circle of life. It's kind of neat. It's kind of neat that she's still in my life. I have another foster daughter who lives down south that, Facebooks me, and we're still in contact. But Tricia and her husband are very much a part of our lives and part of Cheyenne's life, and she can give her a little bit more hands-on about what they share that foster situation, and that's a tough thing. Those kids are very resilient that come out of foster care, that are in foster care. They've learned a lot of good tricks and a lot of bad tricks to survive, and that's what we have to work with. And that was because the first foster child we saw on Val's Kids.
Oh.
And so we called up the agency, and it happened to be in Lancaster. And so we did all of our foster care things, licensing and everything through Lancaster. And when we got done with that child, we were already licensed in Lancaster, so we stayed with that for our second child, even though she came from Mifflin County. Oh, it's just amazing. And we adopted through Lancaster then. It was just an easier step.
Well, no, I understand.
But you can do that. You can do that in any county. You can, and that's the nice thing in this state, is that they're all reciprocal and they all work together really well. Now, when I was a foster parent 25 years ago, I was through Lebanon County too. So yeah, you can work through any agencies and children and youth agencies as well as adoption agencies. It's all, the training you can get, that's the nice thing. You can take Lancaster training, you can take Lebanon training. Everybody kind of chips in and helps, in the foster parent situation. And we had some, contact with Lebanon foster parents who help watch each other's kids, and things like that. So it's a really nice support system.
Trade-off babysitting.
Yes,
that's
it's a
cool.
really nice support system.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if you had some words of wisdom, there's going to be other young girls, obviously you work with them all the time, but other young girls listening to this interview who'd say, wow, what can you tell me to encourage me, to give me some guidance for the future? What would you tell them?
Dream big, and it's not something you can't obtain. Then don't listen to those naysayers. They are going to just fall away in your life. You are the only one who has your dream. Go for whatever it is you want to do. We were just talking about this last night in a program I'm doing, and it was like, how many of us have a degree that we're doing right now? My degree's in education. I'm not teaching, but I am in a way. And so I didn't have the degree, or I'm not in the job that I started in. But that's okay. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I grew up when I was 22. I didn't know, and I still kind of don't know what I want to do when I grow up, and that's what kids have to know today. Just keep going, dream big, and go for it. That's right. Well, my own daughter, she has 3 careers that she's looking at right now.
Okay.
They range from being a reflexologist to a house painter, and I'm just sort of like, okay, so we're going to take her to Lowe's, we're going to learn to paint, what's primer, what's this and that. See what she likes. She knows what I do. She thinks she wants to be a baker. She has like all these dreams. I'm like, well then try them all.
Yeah, try
them all.
See what works.
And do it while you're young. Do it while you're young. See what you like. Don't be afraid to say, you know what, this isn't my path. Or I'd like to learn more.
That's fantastic. Thanks, Gwen.
Thank you.